students, in this video session we will learn the design of a full subtractor. In the earlier video we had studied a half subtractor which is used for subtraction of 2 bits. In a full subtractor, 3 bits are used for the subtraction. So we have a combinational circuit which has 3 inputs. Let's call them as X, Y and Z. And the subtraction operation will be done as X minus Y and then Z will be subtracted. So the output of this particular combinational circuit will be in the form of 2 bits. One is the difference and the other is borrow. Let us first write down the truth table for a half subtractor. So with 3 inputs we can have 8 possible combinations. The first combination is 0, 0, 0. So 0 minus 0 is a 0 and then again minus 0 will be a 0. So the difference and the borrow bits are both 0, 0. The next combination is 0, 0, 1. So 0 minus 0 is a 0 and then we subtract a 1 from the 0. So we have seen that 0 minus 1, the difference is 1 and the borrow bit is also 1. So D and B both are 1, 1. The next combination is 0, 1, 0. So 0 minus 1, again difference is 1, borrow is 1. Subtracting next 0 keeps the earlier outputs the same, that is both D and B 1, 1. The next combination is 1, 0. The next combination is 0, 1, 1. So 0 minus 1, difference is 1, borrow is 1. Another 1 is subtracted. Now the difference of 1 minus 1 is a 0 and the carry is taken as it is. So the difference is 0 but the borrow is 1. So the difference is 0 and the borrow is 1. The next combination is 1, 0, 0. So 1 minus 0 is a 1. Again subtracting a 0 keeps the output the same. That is difference is 1 and the borrow is 0. So the difference is 1 and the borrow is 0. The next combination 1, 0, 1. 1 minus 0 is a 1 and subtracting another 1 makes the difference also 0 and the borrow also 0. So in this case both the bits are 0, 0. The next is 1, 1, 0. So 1 minus 1, the output is a 0. Subtracting a 0, the resultant is a 0, so the difference is 0 and the borrow bit is also 0. And the last combination is 1, 1, 1. So 1 minus 1, difference is 0. Subtracting another 1 from this. Now we are subtracting 1 from the 0. So the difference will be a 0 and the borrow bit will also become a 1. So both these outputs will be 1, 1. Having obtained the truth table, now let us derive the expressions for the D output as well as the B output. So we now draw a K-map for 3 input variables. So let's draw the K-map first for the difference output. X is taken along the rows and YZ is taken along the columns. The columns are assigned as 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Rows 0 and 1. So the squares allotted are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let us plug in the zeros and the ones for the difference output. So the difference is 0, 1, 1, 0 for the first 4 combinations. So 0, 1, 1 and 0. For the next four combinations, difference is 1, 0, 0, 1. So 1, 0, 0, 1. Now as you can see that none of these ones can be combined with other ones to form bigger groups. So they need to be taken as individual ones, and therefore the difference equation has to be written for a product of each of these ones. So for this particular one, we can write this as x bar because x is 0, y bar and z, plus for this one we can write this as x bar plus y plus into z bar. Then the next term is for this one, which is x y bar into z bar, plus for this one it is x y and z. Now let us see if we can club some of these terms. So if we take z common from this and this term, it is z into bracket x bar y bar plus xy. Whereas if we group these two terms where z bar can be taken common, then we can write this as z bar into bracket x bar y plus xy bar. Now this can be written as this particular term, which is x bar y plus xy bar. This is XOR of x and y, whereas this is x bar y bar plus xy. This is XNOR of x and y. So we can write this as z into XNOR of x and y plus z bar into XOR of x and y. If we call this as p, then this is a p bar. So we can write this expression as z into p bar plus z bar into p, which is nothing but z XOR p. And if we now plug in the original value of p, which is x XOR y, then the difference output can be written as x XOR y XOR z, and you can see that this output is similar to the sum output of a full adder circuit. So the difference of a full subtractor can be obtained by XORing the three inputs x, y and z. So the difference D can be written as x XOR y XOR z. Now let us write the K-map for the borrow bit. Again a 3-variable K-map. We assign the squares in the same manner as earlier. Let us plug in the bits of borrow bit. Borrow is 0, 1, 1, 1. So 0, 1, 1, 1. And for the last four combinations it is 0, 0, 0, 1. So it is 0, 0, 0 and 1. And now we can make groups of 2 ones. So let's make this group of 2 ones, another group of these 2 ones, and a third group of these 2 ones. Let us write the expressions for these. So the borrow bit can be written as ones which are in red, x is 0, so it is x bar, and z is at 1 and is constant, whereas y is changing, so y is eliminated, and z is 1, so x bar z, plus, let us write the term for the two ones in the blue group. Again, x is 0, so it is x bar, whereas now y is constant at 1, so it is x bar y. And now for the group in green, which is for which both y and z are constant, so this is yz. So the expression for the the borrow output is x bar z plus x bar y plus yz, and this is the reduced SOP for the borrow bit. This can be implemented with 3 AND gates and 2 OR gates, considering that all of them are 2 input gates. So with this we have derived the expression for the difference bit as well as the borrow bit for a full subtractor. If there are any queries, please mail me on my personal email ID at pdbhamre@kkvav.edu.in. Thank you.